Again, so Blaine kind of set this up for us. Two big bills that they're looking to take action on in Congress this week that have huge impacts on all of us. Dr. Lee Hanna, political science assistant professor at Wright State University, here to help us break it down a little bit. What stood out to you? Let's take the budget bill first.
Yeah, so we've just seen a continuing trend of what I would call brinksmanship when it comes to passing budgets. They wait till the very last minute, much like college students. They like the all-nighter approach in Congress. So we've seen that just increase in recent years, where rarely do they. And part of it is you just have more leverage towards the end, and both parties are trying to navigate that in the best way to get the most from the bill.
Yeah, is that the new normal when it comes to a spending bill in D.C.?
I think so, at least with our current climate. And I would say at this point, the Democrats probably walked away with a bigger political victory just because the Republicans knew that they would own the shutdown, having all branches in control. And so they ended up maybe giving a little more than they wanted to.
Okay, so the last shutdown was October 1, 2013, lasted, what, 16 days or something around there?
Yes, yes.
Anything similar that you see from then happening now?
Well, they did avert the shutdown this time around, of course. So, a lot of the contingency plans in place for furloughs, for, different agencies shutting down were pushed off. As far as what was on the table, I mean, a lot of the same issues that animated 2013,
yeah,
Obamacare, Planned Parenthood, a lot of those same big issues were still up this time around as well.
It's always, we go back to the me factor. How does this impact us, what they're doing today with the spending bill this week, rather when they take the vote?
Well, certainly in living in Dayton, knowing just how dependent we are on the defense industry, there was increased money brought into the defense industry, so that is important as far as just the street level. Also an increase in scientific research, and so what that essentially looks like in practice is that there's now more money for the federal government through the National Institute of Health to disperse to researchers, and that means scientists across the country, including those at Wright State, including those at the local hospitals, for grant money to fund research and related to public health and everything else.
All right, so that's the spending bill that both chambers will be voting on again this week. The other reports that the health care bill measure might be brought back up again. What does that tell you?
I was very shocked by that, just seeing how it seemed to go pretty poorly last time, and I didn't really know if there was a middle ground to get both kind of the furthest members to the right of the Republican Party along with the moderates on board. One thing that's been interesting about this administration is that all of these deals have kind of played out in public, and they've played out quickly, where historically most of this is happening in the back room. There's a lot of denials until they're really ready to go forward. So that's been a curious tactic taken by the Trump administration, and in some ways it's almost like they're hoping that kind of the public pressure will force the issue that they will move together.
Kitchen doors wide open. Come on in.
Yes.
See how this is all made.
Yes.
A little messy. A little messy.
It's
all right.
Very messy, yes.
Dr. Lee Hanna, Wright State University. Appreciate the time and perspective.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Mark Bryan.